And at this point, we are, um, yeah, we're stuck in right at the edge of the storm, so we gotta run.
We're on the edge of glory.
Yeah,
Opening up
Living
all
on
the
the edge.
links.
we gotta run down
Yeah,
here. We
yeah,
got
yeah.
Ravenous Spectre with us.
A
Yeah, and we're gonna
ravenous
talk
and a specter
about
everywhere.
Yeah.
the top 10 games that Game Informer says are the games of the year, and we're gonna get opinions from us three awesome people on what we think is true or false or horrible or I go under a tree and you ate it with your axe.
Wow.
Aw. Gotta get building stuff.
I am poof. Wait for idiots to shoot our gabbets.
Okay.
This thing.
I'm
Alright.
trying to look at the map. Where do we need to go? We actually need to turn around and go this way, don't we?
I think so, yeah. Ow, ow, ow.
We are
Just over where this
still
thing is.
kind of on a little hill. And we gotta go down.
Trying to go up here and get whatever guns or things are up here.
Up where?
This little tower thing. Alright, first game according to Game Informer that is the #1 game of all time in the universe is Legend of Zelda.
The first one?
Yep, #1. Probably should have started with 10, but oh well, I do things weird.
Wait, they said that was the #1 of all time?
Yes.
No. I wouldn't say that. I would say that Legend of Zelda, the first one that came out, it was, for its time, it was very revolutionary because of the fact of the different things that it allowed you to do in the game. The games at that point in time just weren't allowing you to do, like finding secrets and devising strategies and basically going wherever you wanted to go to be able to complete your quests. I guess you could see it as being like the first open world game, if you will, just by the way that the mechanics were and how they worked those out. I do believe that it's a very revolutionary game, but I don't see it as being the #1 game ever. I do. It really definitely has a place in the annals of gaming, but best ever, nah, that's just me.
Well, I'm gonna try to back up and start on 10, I guess, since I'm a big doo-doo head. I'll even add in 11 because now I've mentioned what #1 is. But they say that #11, counting back to 1, is Mrs. Pac-Man, which I have never played.
It ain't any different than it is from regular Pac-Man. I think there's like a few extra things that are added in, but I don't think it's too much different.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the things with Mrs. Pac-Man, the reason, everybody liked Mrs. Pac-Man is because it did have a little bit more different levels. It wasn't as monotonous as regular Pac-Man.
Yeah, because Pac-Man was just...
Yeah, and also they added a little bit more graphics to it, but I mean not really like anything that was significant, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, nothing that's like, oh my god, it's 3D Mrs. Pac-Man.
Right.
I can't.
I mean, she had a bow.
That's why she's Mrs. Pac-Man.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It was just little things.
And knocked down the whole tower.
Yeah, well, we gotta run.
Shite, we do have to run. Look at that.
Yeah, and we need to be careful.
A waterfall down here.
We need to be careful. Look at that.
Shit, we're running the wrong one. Alright. Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, is labeled at #10.
Ah, yes. An absolutely amazing game
I
that
know,
I
I love that
absolutely
game.
love. It was one of my top games of the year that it came out. I think it was actually my top game of the year, I believe.
I think it was. I remember your video, so I'm weird.
Absolutely amazing. Loved it. Loved the story. Loved the side stories. Loved the graphics. Loved the action. Loved the open world. Just loved how just very dark and brooding things can be sometimes, and then they can turn right around and be funny and crazy. It's definitely a masterpiece of game design, I think.
I agree. I've just never gotten to finish it or get very, very, very far. I think there was somebody just up there on that roof. Fuck.
We gotta be careful. Which roof?
It was the other way, so if we go this way and run like bandits, maybe we'll make it. You ever gotten to play The Witcher, Tanya?
No, not yet, but I will.
You have to try it eventually.
Oh, I
Yeah, I
will.
got the first one on PC, which I hadn't really put any time into, and then I got the
I'm
second one,
sure.
which I was thinking about playing that on 360, but I also have that on PC as well. But I got those like dirt cheap back on
Save
Steam when I
yourself,
used to
Tanya.
play some on PC, and the third one is just friggin' amazing. So
Save yourself, Tanya. Shoot his ass. Avenge my death. Go get my stuff. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, well, I gotta hurry. The storm is
Fuck.
coming.
I
You're
didn't know you
in
were
the
that behind on the
storm.
storm. Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know the storm was that far behind. I'm still wamp. They're saying the next one after that is the Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
yes, the
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls,
Yes.
an
People
amazing
are shooting at
series.
me and I'm in the storm.
Seriously, people shooting at you while you're in the storm, because that's
Yeah,
just
people are
jacked right
shooting me
there.
while I'm in the
My
storm.
god. Those ass monkeys. It's
Wow.
not very nice.
Yeah, I love Skyrim. I love Oblivion. Always been a huge Elder Scrolls fan. Once
Oh,
again,
I
those are
love
real
Skyrim.
significant in the annuals of gaming history, especially in terms of design and replayability and all that. So, definitely a series that I highly, highly
They've
endorse.
only put Skyrim on every console since they invented it, or PC, so why not?
Ziggy's here. Hey, Ziggy, how are you?
Yay! Yeah, I told him to come because we'd be talking about games that are epic, so.
He said, munch elders such skulls.
Yes. Alright, I'm ready again to play.
Alright.
That was really BS. They shot you while you're still in the storm.
Well, that's what they do in Fortnite. Some people play
Yes.
just to shoot other people.
Do believe Nerd Genius asked me if he wants or if we want to be interviewed one of these nights.
That would be awesome.
That really would. He just doesn't know how to do it. Like, do we all get on Skype or I don't know. We'd have to figure it out. Not right now. No, Elder Scrolls Skyrim is awesome. They're saying number 8
Indeed.
is Red Dead Redemption. Which
Yep,
I've never
Uh,
that's
played.
definitely an amazing game for sure.
What is it about?
Absolutely. It's
I fail as a
basically
gamer
about you
for not
playing
knowing.
as John Marston, and you're trying to get your you're basically trying to go after this guy who had screwed you over, and I think he got you put in, or you basically trying to get revenge on him or something, or like you ran with his gang back in the
You
old
want to go to the
west,
Wailing Woods?
and
okay.
it's one
Okay.
of those open world western games, and it's like one of Rockstar's top games. I'm definitely going to get Red Dead Redemption 2 when it comes out later this year on day one because
Jump
I love the
in.
first one. And the second one's definitely going to be one I'm going to grasp
I've just
onto.
never gotten to play it, and I don't know what it is, but sometimes I have to hear about a game before I just jump and buy it. Almost like when I asked you, is Far Cry worth trying out for $20?
Yeah.
And it was like, hell yeah!
Well, yep, there you go.
Hey.
But
Now,
yeah,
You got
honestly, yeah, Red Dead Redemption is definitely an amazing, good title. You're only going to find it on PS3 and Xbox 360. They
that
haven't
sucks.
had it. Yeah, they aren't going to be re-releasing it on new consoles or nothing, from what I've heard. And
At
it's
least
not
I have an
coming to
Xbox
PC, I guess, at
360.
least from what I've heard. Yeah.
I kept the 360 because a lot of the good games that were on the Xbox are on the 360.
Well, the way
And so,
that it was with me was that why I had gotten a 360 in the first place is because it was the first at the time next gen console that
yeah,
I could get that was reasonably priced.
yeah,
Because that whole thing with the PS3 being $600 can go eat a bag of dicks. I
that was
waited until
bullshit.
yeah, I waited to get a refurbished one for like $300 or something, so I got it at half price.
We waited a
And
year or two and then bought one, so. Huh.
yeah, I mean, because there was no way I was going to be paying that much. But my 360, my first one, it red ringed on me, and I went to go get it fixed, and then it only lasted a few more months before it finally died. And then I said, hell with it, I'm getting a PS3, and I did. And then after that, I got a 360 Slim because I knew that there was just exclusives that I wanted to get for that system because my main multi-platform system was going to be PS3 along with all the exclusives that it had coming out for it.
Well, you know how
Um,
I got one, right?
I don't
Shit,
believe
we
you
gotta
ever
run
told
to
me.
the circle. I'll tell you fast, I don't mind. We gotta run to the circle, girly.
Run to the circle,
Of
run
life.
for
All
your
right,
life. Yeah.
Life. Okay, anyway. You have a
let's
gun
go.
yet?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a gun.
Anya's got a gun. Okay.
Ziggy
My
says to this
360.
day he still maintains Morrowind Skyrim.
Oh God, Morrowind and the poo stick. Oh,
Morrowind, I haven't really had a chance to play much of Morrowind. I have it on the original Xbox, and I've also got it on the PC, but I've just never really taken the time to really dive into it. I think another reason is some of the mechanics of it don't really grasp me as well as like Oblivion and Skyrim did, but I really
yeah.
need to sit down and give it a worthy shot someday because it is something that I want to experience. I just haven't really been in the mood for it, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Well, to make a long story short, one of the girls that we considered partially adopted family through the biological mom system, her son did something amazingly bad, and she sold all his game systems. And I don't mean he just picked his nose in public or did something. He stole stuff, and that's all I'm gonna say because I respect her privacy.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I don't blame you. I mean, I feel the same way. There was no reason for him to be taking other people's stuff like that.
You know, he's
I
only
don't
like
like
7 or 8,
thieves.
so.
Oh, well,
Well,
dang,
Yeah.
he needs to
well
be taught
he
a lesson. That's the reason for
yeah.
him doing that, though.
I was about to say that's still an age of accountability right there. At least you
It
should know better. It's not
it
you're not
is, and
stupid,
it's
you
an
know.
age where he needs to learn. I agree with
So
her.
I got all his games, his connects, even though I don't care about it. I know that's kind of mean. The
No,
Xbox,
not
two
really. It's
controllers,
not mean. When
two
it comes to the
controllers,
Kinect, it's not mean.
everything for $40.
Oh, wonderful. That's a really good price to be able to grab all that all at once. I don't doubt it. That's a steal.
Well, I think he had a Wii and something else, but I already had half of those, or Lyrical has them, and I can use them whenever I want. And I went, I just care about the Xbox 360. Because I looked
Yeah.
them up online for a while in the mood of, I'm gonna get one. And this was just like it landed in my lap just a week after I started looking at them. And I was like, yeah, this is the best deal I've ever seen in my life. I hate how I'm getting it, but okay.
Well,
Mhm.
That was beautiful. Anyway. Oh, shit on a stick. We're in Tomato Town, and there's probably people hiding in the tomatoes.
yep.
Hiding in Tomato
We just
Town.
need to try to go
Where
around
are
it.
you?
Let's go around it.
Okay, where are you, though? In
I'm
the
right
garden
here on the
thingy
hill.
here?
Come on.
Okay, let's go. I'm avoiding it.
Yeah, we're just staying
Next
on
game
the
they think
edge and
is
then
good. Next
going
game they
around the
think is
town.
good, I think only, oversized gamer might agree with, but it's Call of Duty. And I'm like, I've
Yeah.
never even wanted to play
Well,
that.
when the Call of Duty series first came out, I mean, it was one of those revolutionary first-person shooters. But the thing is, though, is that even though it seems like Infinity Ward and one other company I can't think of off the top of my head at the moment, Uh, they try to inject some new things to try to still keep that classic gameplay formula. They end up adding in new things to get new players and also bring back old ones. But it seems to me, because I've only played like a couple of them,
Ooh,
and the only thing I
duck
played on them
down.
was the campaigns. I didn't bother with the online stuff. I'm not dealing with 12-year-old assholes screaming in my ear about they fucked my mother and all this other stuff that I just want to like give a straight hard kick right to their cranium. But
Yeah.
I never bothered with that. I did with the I just did with the I just did mess with the campaigns, and some of them were good. I played through like a couple of them. I forgot which ones I did, but other than that, I mean, after that, I never really bothered to go back because I just didn't care because it didn't really seem like there was nothing real revolutionary that was coming out for me to bother doing that.
Huh. Honestly, I've never played it. I've just never been good at first-person shooters. Hell, if you want the sad truth about Fortnite, I have yet to seriously kill someone in this game. I mostly hide in a bush and win. That's gonna make
Well,
me sound horrible, but
it's
whatever.
about survival, so
Yeah.
Well, that's it exactly. This game is not about how many kills you get. This game is about lasting till
Some
the
people
very
think so.
end.
Yeah. Oh, look, a bush. Let's get in it.
Yep.
Your butt over. No, I'm joking. Okay, I got my
I
gun
heard
out, so if anything starts...
gunshots.
Fuck. Wow, the sky is gorgeous, man.
Yeah, it's not really a bad looking game. It's actually a pretty game. I just
and
heard
speaking of the
gunshots.
12-year-olds in Call of Duty games, that's where Parenting 101 comes in. Enough said. We ain't going to go into that.
There's probably 12-year-olds in Fortnite too, and I always joke whenever they're the stupid ones that shoot you right away and just dance over your body. I'm like, obviously you're one of those 12-year-olds that stole their mother's credit cards, and we need to run. Look at the map.
Come on.
Squeakers, as they're referred to as. Your balls
Oh,
haven't dropped yet,
crap.
son. Go
Let's not go
home.
that way. Let's go this way.
Fuck. Where are you? Oh. They're gonna have to run too. Are you building this little thing?
No. I'm going away from
Fuck.
that building. There's
Well, I
people
just walked
building
up to
there.
it thinking it was you, so... Run, we're about to get shot,
They're
I
gonna
can
shoot
tell.
you. Come on.
Oh, they shot at you, actually. Run.
Somebody's
No, don't
shooting.
shoot my friend.
Oh my god.
Shoot my friend. Shoot my friendy friend. Where are you? There you are. Oh, Lord. Do you have stuff to heal yourself with?
No.
Damn it. How do you drop stuff again?
The D-pad. I don't know.
What?
I'm in the thing. We got to go this way. We're going the wrong way.
Oh, I suck. We gotta get past all the idiots.
Yep.
Alright. Final Fantasy. Honestly, well, I was gonna say
Which
that would
Final
have been...
Fantasy?
It's saying 7.
Yeah, I guess there could be a really big argument that could come out for that, but in a way, I actually agree with that. The reason being is because that was kind of the real main Final Fantasy that really grabbed people onto the into the series. A lot
Oh,
of
I
people will
remember
say
when that
six
came
was
out.
really good. Yeah, a lot of people say six on the SNES was really good, and it is. I don't deny that one bit. A lot of people also like four and five. They kind of jostle those around a bit, but
Yeah.
seven was really the one that really came into the mainstream and really brought people on board with Final Fantasy. So it is a real genre defining. That once again, there's those words again, a real genre defining type of title that really just blew Final Fantasy out of the water. And basically, you could really see it as being like the flagship title that made it
We have
the
8
juggernaut series that it
seconds.
is today. So
Tanya, I think we're royally screwed. We have 8 seconds to get into that circle.
We're good. All right, we got a
You
minute.
sure?
We got a minute and 28 seconds. 24 seconds.
Final Fantasy VII was the first game I ever beat repeatedly and beat at all.
yeah, I seven when I first started playing it, it just blew my mind. I would go, it was crazy because like I would go and try to find everything out about I could about this game before it came out, after it came out, as I was playing it, everything. I would look up fan fictions and read fan fictions and read fan theories and all this other stuff behind it, man. It was crazy. It was absolutely insane. I mean, it's definitely one of my top games of all time, but one of the funny
Definitely.
things yeah, one of the funny things is that some of the stuff that they have in the game you can't really get to or get access to. So everybody is like, well, how is it that we can get access to this stuff? It looks like you can go to it. When in actuality you could, but I had heard that it wasn't Square Enix then, it was Squaresoft. Squaresoft at the
Yeah.
time had stated that there was like a deadline they had to meet, so there was some things they had to cut out and they couldn't complete. Which I was like, damn, I
Oh
really wonder.
man.
I wonder if that's going to be in the remake. I wonder if they're going to do that now. So I don't know.
Well, that's okay. I want you to watch the kids bitch about 3 disc worth of content if they have to do it. And we're just gonna be here like, bitch, please, we've been doing that since we were kids.
But you think
It's
about
just
it though, man. When you got from one disc to another one, it was like a monumental like achievement or trophy that you gotten in your gaming life. It's like, yes, I finished disc one onto disc two. Yes, I finished the disc two onto to disc three. It's like, whoa, I'm on a roll here. If you felt like it was actually a goal that you had reached, and really what the main reason was because the disc sizes were so small back then, and the FMV videos were real high. Well, at the time they were high quality, and they had carried a lot of memory. So when they put those FMV sequences in there on top of the game, they had to have multiple discs to be able to fit everything on there.
yeah. I know what you mean because when I was playing it, I was like, I'm on disc 2. And
Huh.
it was like all totally different. We gotta run, lady.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna try to build up so we could get up that thing, but
You
it
sound
was
like the
kind of funny.
Kool-Aid man.
When I was younger, I used to think that too. I was like, "Oh my God, this thing has 4 or 5 discs on it." But in reality, it was because of the memory. The
Yeah.
game is on there, but you got to make up for those cutscenes as well. It's not like, I guess it was not like you were really getting more game, even though you were getting a whole lot of game. But at the same time,
Yeah.
you got those other high quality scenes in there, and it's like, well, we had to have multiple discs, but it was still cool though because I love the artwork on them, especially like the first print ones that would come out, the artwork they would put on the discs. Great stuff.
Only 13 people alive, man. Well, number 5 is actually something I have played my ass off because of family and significant others and history, but it is World of Warcraft.
Yep, I can agree with that one being one because it was definitely one of those games that really just blew MMORPGs out of the water. I don't really
It
think that there
did.
was ever an MMORPG that really made such a statement as big
I'm
as World of
trying to
Warcraft did.
build.
But there
Although
was a
now it's
lot of
being
them.
an ass monkey. I mean, I don't know what it
Oh my
is, but the
god.
latest World of Warcraft has been pissing people off, and I don't understand it totally. But
Well, and I think another reason is personally for me, I kind of feel like maybe, and I mean, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here or nothing, but World of
no,
Warcraft has
you're
been
good.
around for a long time. It's been around since, what is it,
Vanilla.
2003 or 4, I think, something like that. And
Yep.
it's 2018 already, and they had all these
It
other
is
expansions that
almost.
come out.
I think World
Yeah,
of Warcraft
so
is past 15 years old, dude, and I was there when Vanilla started, so.
Yeah, so was I. I
That's
remember when it
sad.
first came out. When it first came out, I was with some friends of mine in college, and they had computers, and I didn't have a computer at the time. So when they got it and they started playing it, there was times that I was always hoping that they
Yeah.
weren't playing it or doing homework or something or playing some other games, so I could actually take time to be able to play on their computer and play some of World of Warcraft. There was a time that 3 friends of mine, there was one of my friends who had a computer, and me and another friend, and we had to swap out every once in a while to be able to play World of Warcraft, and we almost got into a slight argument one time trying to decide whose time it was to go up next because we started to get that itch, that addiction for playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I remember playing it. And then sometimes you got turned off from playing it because people would ruin it for you for a while, or you would just
Yeah.
not be able to afford it or something. And
That's kind of one
yeah,
reason why I was kind of stuck by myself. I mean, I had some friends in World of Warcraft, and I also helped create a guild, which was like actually a pretty popular guild for the server we were on, and we were all leaders of the guild, and I'm still friends with some of them today, like on Facebook, and we'll chat every once in a while, like on status comments and things like that. And I swear, like that was like one of those. It was like if I could sit back and write a book that would probably be one of the games I could write a book on because of so many different types of adventures and conversations and things that I've had throughout
Wow.
my whole time of playing the game.
That guy looked like a weeping angel, by the way. That was actually kind
Yeah.
of funny.
Ziggy said he's very eager for WoW Classic servers that are coming eventually.
Yeah, see,
Since I never
I
really
thought
got
those
to
were
fully
already out. I guess
enjoy
they're not
all
out
of
yet.
WoW back in
thought
the
they were
vanilla
out.
days.
WoW
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
vanilla
don't worry,
days, they started
Ziggy. I
shipping
never
out
played
things.
WoW, so I'm really not interested in playing it either. I don't know why.
It's pretty
I've
cool.
got them in there. I mean, I could load mine up and you could create a character, but we would just have to pay the monthly subscription fee, which is another thing. There's been so many successful like MMORPGs that were free, but then again, it really does make more sense for you to pay a monthly fee because of everything that they give you and then keeping the servers up. You playing a free MMORPG, you're going to get like checked in terms of like exactly what you're going to get access to and what you're not going to get access to, and most of that stuff is going to be behind a paywall. So in actuality, when you think about the time and effort that goes into it, and them having to keep the servers up to keep them old and well running, running well, yeah, it kind of makes sense to be able to do that because of all the other crap and all the buttload of other content that you're getting.
World of Warcraft started pissing me off when they started making everything easy. Like, I'm gonna start sounding like the old geezer that played WoW, but back in my days when you made a hunter, you had to feed your pet every 2 seconds or it hated you. And now, they start
Yeah,
you
I
out
hated
with
that.
it on level 1, and you don't even have to feed it anymore.
That works
I'm
for
just here
me.
like, what the fuck? I mean, it does work, and that's cool. But there's a tiny little part of you, like, I remember all the times I used to suffer trying to keep a pet, and I was waiting till 40 to get my first mount.
So
And then
basically,
Yeah.
you're just saying you
10.
wish, you hope that everybody else has to suffer the way you suffered.
Yeah, I'm a masochistic person like that.
Well, like the thing it is with me when I was playing WoW, when I went through those things, just like you were saying, when they finally ended up like updating it and making it more streamlined, I was like, oh, I like this. I like this a lot better now. I don't like it from previously. I don't have to worry
Let's
about doing
jump.
this anymore, So.
Yeah. It's not I really want people to suffer, it's I remember the good old days when you had to do this and these young whippersnappers don't have to do shit to keep their pet. And it's just like
I think another reason why they do that, honestly, is because considering the fact that they have all these expansions and all this new content, and like the level cap is so high now, I think one of the reasons is because they want to be able to try to get every player available to try to experience every bit of content or most of their content or just like all the content they possibly can. And I understand that because they took the time and the effort to put it out there. And if they're getting bogged down in these other little minute details, they can't be able to do that because it's like holding them back.
yeah, it's kind of like, oh, let me go on this quest. Oh no, my pet's hangry at me. I need to feed him. Where can I get meat? Holy crap, what was I doing? Or, stuff like that. You want to land on this little plateau thingy over here, or what?
I'm going right
No,
here. Do you see me?
Someone's right here.
Somebody.
Yeah, I'm like right next to you, pretty much.
Okay, I'm
See?
going right here.
There's people down there building, though.
Well, there's a gun.
Get it.
Is there anything else?
No, I just don't want to get shot right away. I know there's
What in
idiots
the everlasting hell is going on in this game?
and we're in the circle, so yay.
Let's jump to the next level.
Where is
Did
that?
you say somebody was building?
To the side of it when I came down and landed, yeah. Oh, look at this
Don't
cute little
fall in the
tree.
lava. Thank you.
I know I'm a dork, but look at that. You knocked down my cute little tree, woman.
I'm sorry, get that, whatever that is.
I'm
Oh,
like,
cool.
Look at your cute little fall tree. Oh, you knocked it down. That's amazing, Tanya. Oh. Alright, next game, Grand Theft Auto.
Yep, which one?
It's saying 5.
Oh, okay, 5.
I've never
Yeah, I
played 5.
could see that because it seems like it just. I guess it tried to take everything from all the other GTAs and then add more stuff onto it, especially with the fact of them having an online mode. I could definitely see that. I really didn't dabble much in the online mode. It was fun from what little I played. It got really crazy and insane. but I was back when they first started, and like now it's like I guess it's much more easier to be able to do things now. I suppose I don't know, but the story was cool. I mean, I really like the open world. There'd be times I would just go run around being stupid in the game and just creating a bunch of mass chaos, which is always really fun. So definitely a top game. I think the year that it came out, it was one of my top games.
You want to know something retarded?
What?
All
Well,
the
I always tell
things.
you things anyway.
The
Yeah.
world is retarded. Never miss retarded?
Where are you, Tanya? Oh,
I'm
there you
down
are.
here
Okay,
collecting
I
wood.
seriously would just play the game to listen to the radio and drive around.
Oh yeah, that was one of the things about the game, about you being able to go out there and explore and see what you could find and see what all you could look for. I mean, it could almost you could there's like a lot of different things to do in it. You could almost see it as being like a driving simulator as well, driving around listening to the radio, the different talk shows they have on there, stuff like that. I mean, yeah, for sure, I've done that before myself. But usually I would kind of go off the beaten path and then just start running over pedestrians because I thought it was funny because I'll be a sick bastard sometimes. Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's fireworks over there. You see it?
Yeah, I'm hiding in this bush for a minute.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'll move over so you have more bush room. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I seriously would just play. Okay, let's see. Number 3, according to the book, is Tetris.
Yes,
Yeah, I
that's
can
like
see
my
that from
one
a
of my
puzzle game perspective.
all-time
I
favorite
can too.
games.
Oh, that's one
Yeah,
of my else. I used to annoy the shit out of people sitting in the back of the car going ding 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 ding, and they were all like, "Heather, shut
yeah.
off the music." No, it's my music.
William
All right, I would
Breen.
eventually shut it
Hey,
off.
wait. William
Hey,
Breen
what?
came on. It said this stream will be forced to shut down in approximately 5 minutes as highly offensive, inappropriate content to our customers.
Yeah, he's full of shit
Um.
too.
Okay. Customers. What
What
customers?
customers? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
William.
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
not.
exactly.
I'm not exactly sure who you are, but okay. Thank you for understanding. Okay, I
I
understand fully.
definitely understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was just joking.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't really do anything yet. It's just like, whatever.
Hey, here's our building that we defended.
What building is that?
I'm down
Oh,
here in
God.
this building.
Oh, it's our
You're
building.
all the
I
way
remember
up
that. That
there. Come
was...
on.
There's someone behind you. Fuck. Run into the building. Squatting down. That's why I'm not running.
Who's
Fucking
behind me?
duck. Like, on the other side of this wall or this building is people, and it's not cool.
Close. I'm getting up on the filing cabinet. You got a gun?
No. Do you?
Shit. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we switch positions. Yeah, that was really, really dumb. Yeah, but Tetris, I mean, to this day, I still play little cheater versions of it and other versions and crap.
Uh, Tetris, I could play for hours and hours.
Isn't there a Tetris on the DS?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
There's some on the
yeah.
DS.
Yeah. I, at one time or another, I actually had got Tetris on my phone just to play it on my phone. And then I
Yeah, I think I
stopped
did
playing it because I was constantly playing it.
too. Yeah.
But you know, it's one of those puzzle games that is one of those highly addictive puzzle games.
And then whenever it did kick your ass because it was going too fast, you felt like, damn it.
Yeah.
I was doing so good and I was just destroyed.
Well, you know,
We're still in the circle.
most puzzle games that come out try to be like Tetris.
Oh, sweet. Huh.
Um,
Diggy says he used to have the Game Boy version of Tetris on the Nintendo eShop, but then when EA came out, their new version of it, they had it taken down. Well, poo on them.
wow.
I think we have to run. Shite.
All right, let's run.
I'm gonna knock down this wall like an
Did
idiot.
somebody shoot me? Oh, come on. We gotta go this way.
Where?
We gotta
Where's
go
this
this
way?
way.
Okay. I'm gonna go in this way. Didn't we just
Somebody's
come from that way?
shooting. Somebody's shooting.
Not cool.
But I think
I
they're
have no
shooting at each
weapons.
other. Oh, look at that. Look, somebody's over there just
Yeah.
building their little heart out.
Daw, they're so cute at this age. Let's see, number 2, according to the list, is Super Mario Brothers.
Geez, who would ever guess that would have ever made the list?
Made the
Seriously.
list.
He just made the list.
The list. The only thing that sucks about those people building over there, they're gonna be behind us.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really do think about it, Mario is like really he is the face of gaming because everybody and their grandmother knows who Mario is. Even those who don't even play video games, they recognize his face and they recognize his name. So,
Honestly,
I
say
mean,
my
really, if you're
grandma
gonna put
does
a
not
face
know
for
who
it,
he is.
really, huh? I thought
Yeah,
she
in
would at least
fact,
know what he looks like.
she's pretty much like the water boy mom and thinks everything is the devil.
Who's by the devil, Bobby Boucher?
Like, I warned her because it's her house that God of War's package is coming in the mail this week. Thank you, Lord. And she's like, oh, I bet you bought a game. I don't know why you waste your money and life on that shit. And it's like, she'll never understand. That's okay.
No.
You don't have to.
You could spend your money on other things that would be a hell of a lot more worse to you than gaming is.
You could actually
No,
say, well, Grandma, I could do drugs. Do you want me to
yeah,
Yeah,
I've
try?
exactly.
actually.
I could be out smoking and drinking and being a drunk and doing needles and all this other stuff, you know.
Well, back in the teenager years of Heather, when I used to stay up till 4 a.m. role playing and playing games, and she would bitch about it, I would actually say, you know, I could be out sleeping around and doing heroin, so you should probably shut up. Maybe not
And
like that.
it's
I was
kind
the
of funny you
skinny of what
mentioned
I
that.
used to say. Yeah.
Kind of funny you should mention that because my grandmother actually mentioned that to me before. She said I may not really understand about the games and what they're all about. She said, but I can honestly say that I'd much rather you be addicted to that and have that in your life than some of these other young people out there doing drugs and smoking and drinking and killing themselves over drugs
Yeah.
and all this other stuff. And I said, yeah, Grandma, you're right. I
There
said,
you
just think
go.
of it like that. And that'll be a positive aspect in your life.
Yeah, that's how I wish mine would think about it. She doesn't. She just thinks, you're 34, why aren't you doing productive shit? And I said, I go to work every day, and I pay taxes, and I pay bills, and that's about as much adulting as you get out of me. Oh yeah, and I clean and I cook.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a good start.
Yep. And we know that number 1 apparently is Zelda.
Yeah, we
I
had talked about
sorta
that.
get it, but
You know,
I think one of the things they're
this
doing
list
is they're
highly
talking about the entire
offends me.
series.
They did not mention
what
Kirby at
offends you?
all.
I'm gonna go through the list as soon
They
as you guys
offend
talk
you.
and see where it is. So.
Oh my God! Yeah, go on Game Informer's website and complain about it. See what they say.
Nah, I'm not gonna complain. Alright, that line is about to eat our ass. Forget
Let's
that
go.
tree and run.
Let's go.
I am. I'm getting right near the edge of the circle here. I'm gonna go hide in a bush. There you go. I'm on the
We
edge
got to
of it.
keep
Now I
going. We got to keep going. That circle just got smaller
It always does. What's up with that?
because we're
I'm
down to
joking.
14
Don't worry.
people.
Oh, 12 actually. 2 just died.
Oh,
A sad
12.
fate.
Cool.
Like I said, if I can at least make it into the top 10, I'm happy with my game. Alright, we are in the circle. Do you want to try to
Exactly,
go into this?
Ziggy. You are absolutely right. The same people who complain about us playing games sit in front of the TV for hours.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and
that was another
they
point I
watch the
made.
news. I think the
Oh
world's
no.
coming to an end.
I was about to say, the last time she pulled that, you play games too much, I said, well, you watch The Young and the Restless and watch Fox News all day. What's the frickin' difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's one of the things right there. Because my
Here's a
grandmother would
bush.
also watch soap operas as well. She hasn't recently or lately, within like probably the past few years or so, I think.
Yeah.
But before that, I think it was like after my grandfather died, she didn't really bother with it anymore.
Let me
Get in the
go
I
to
don't know.
the
bush.
I don't really
bush
know
down.
why, but
I was gonna get my own bush so you didn't get pushed out of yours, but I think this might work. Hi, cat who wants to sit on the magazine I was looking at.
Here. I think I scooted over a little bit.
Okay. Let me see. While we're bushing, I can look and see where Kirby is in this. Soul Calibur apparently is number 12.
ooh, yeah,
Without
that's a
Super
really awesome fighting game series for sure. I'm
Oh,
really
I
excited
want
for
the
the new Soul
next one coming
Calibur.
out, trust me.
Oh yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to play as as Geralt from the Witcher series. Holy freaking crap!
Hell yeah, I saw that. That's gonna be gorgeous. Not gorgeous, but you know what I mean. That's gonna rock so much.
Oh, it's gonna be gorgeous too.
That too. Oh god, you're gonna be really mad, Tanya.
What?
Um, Kirby didn't make it until 273.
What?
And they're saying that Battlefront is better than Kirby. Now you really have rounds to complain, okay?
Oh my god.
Oh hell no!
Yes.
Who made
Exactly. We're
this
gonna go
list?
into
Because I'm gonna have to get on their
evil
Twitter
Game
and tweet
Informer
them.
people.
Yeah.
Tweet them. You tell
Just
them
like you
what
do
you
with
think
Corey
about that.
Graves and tell him to shut up.
Yep. I'm gonna have to get on Twitter and tell Game Informer they're idiots.
Exactly. I'm just here like,
You stupid
I
idiot!
tried to play Battlefront. It did not go well. There you go.
There's
Battlefront,
somebody.
Battlefront, the new
There's
Battlefront
somebody
sure as hell ain't
across
better
from
than
us.
Kirby.
I can see
That's a
that. Let's
damn
see. I see them.
money market scheme.
I don't.
Do you got a
yeah,
gun?
It is. I don't. Nope.
Jesus.
I had explosives, but they
Hold
went
on.
away. Oh
Let's
man, they're
see.
waiting for that balloon to drop over there that I really wish I could get because I have no gun. Let's see. Oh man, where
Look, I just dropped a gun. Get it?
is? Oh man, it's sliding down the hill. Come back here, bitch.
Oh my god.
Did you see that? It seriously fell down the hill.
We
was
gotta get
amazing.
down anyway, because we gotta get closer in.
That's where I'm going. I'm going under this tree over here.
Hey, there's
In the
another
van
bush
down
right
by the
here.
river. Yeah, but I think it's a too shallow one. I don't know.
Oh,
See what I mean? Sometimes they're too short and they don't hide shit.
yeah.
Hide under the tree. Nobody looks.
Shit on me and call me Sally. Holy shit, this is crazy right now. Get out of the way!
Okay, look, I'm going to get behind you on the bush. But you know
Okay.
what? We're like right on the edge of that circle. We need to get moving inside.
The circle gets majorly smaller. And the problem is, fuck, there's someone right across the way.
Where?
Damn building. See it?
Oh shit! They're shooting me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They see me. Shooting off random
They see me
bitch.
too. Dang it! We placed
I'm dead.
fourth.
Hell yeah, we still rock. Anyway. Let's see some more honorable mentionings. Persona 5. I can totally agree with those games.
Yes, Persona 5 is an amazing game that I have not finished yet. Wait, you said there were some other ones?
Yeah, I'm gonna look through them and just pick some of my ones I've either played or liked or something. EverQuest. Well, I didn't get to play that a whole lot, and it's still free, so who knows, but I was
never
never
got to play
super
it either,
impressed
but
by it.
yeah, at the time it was really the game that had probably brought the MMORPG market into being, and then I think
Yeah.
WoW just revolutionized it.
Yeah, WoW made it all awesome. Castlevania got to 234 in the list, which I don't think is fair, but oh well.
Yeah, it's definitely a great series, but Konami is a bunch of asshats nowadays, so there's no telling what's
Yeah, I
gonna go
saw
on with that
that.
series now. I heard it was
They
supposed to
just
they're supposed to come up with some phone game or something, but I bet they're gonna microtransactions that shit out to oblivion and beyond.
microtransactions can go burn in a fire, man.
In a trash fire.
Yes, big stinky poo-poo fire. Let's see, Street Fighter. Hell yeah.
Yeah, for fighting game genre, no doubt
Yep.
about it. Yeah.
Number 15 was Diablo 3. I can totally agree. Diablo 3 is one of my all-time awesome games.
Yep. Amazing game, amazing series.
Oh yeah. You have any games right off the top of your head you wish they'd asked or added? Sorry. I can't talk today, Dirk.
There could be so many that I could add in that it would be uncanny. But the Dragon Age series and the Mass Effect series, and yeah, I'll go ahead and say that Andromeda should be in there too. Even though there was a lot of controversy with that, I still really like the game, even though there was some SJW bullshit in there. I still really
Let's
like it.
jump now.
Okay, I jumped.
And
Ah,
I am going toward the open plain area right there.
the place that has like the fields and the houses and stuff.
Yeah.
I see
It's
you.
like the big farm.
Another one in here that's an oldie but a goodie, as I like to say, is Baldur's Gate. Yes, Champions of Norath is one of Lyrical's favorites.
Champions
They
of
need-
Norath is great too. It absolutely
I
is.
wish they
really
would
do like
remake
Champions of
that or
Norath.
do something.
That would be amazing if they did that.
Dude, we're on Old McDonald's farm, Tanya.
I know. I wanted to go to the
Shoot him in the
farm.
ass with the arrows.
I'm going to go to the farm and check it out.
With a Hong Kong here and a Hong Kong there.
And go check out all the buildings.
Now the things. There's a tractor in here.
And
I'm
plus
gonna
it looked
blow up.
like, it didn't look like anybody was...
Didn't look like anyone landed near us, but
Yeah.
you know how that goes. What else? Let me think. Yeah, the older games for the PS2, there are so many on my list that I miss, and I wish they would put it on the better systems. It's just why I keep multiple systems. Everybody's like, why do you care about keeping a PS2? I'm like, dude, have you seen the stuff on the PS2?
PS2 is one of the most top-selling consoles of all time. It's an amazing
Exactly.
console. It's got a lot of amazing titles on it. Jesus,
didn't they
people need
just
to
stop-
expand their mind.
Oh, you know chillins these days, if it doesn't have pretty graphics and it doesn't look like your mama's titty, it's not a real
Oh
game.
my god.
So, fuck them. You know what I meant.
I think the generation right after the PS1 is probably one of the top generations because of you had the Xbox, the PS2, and the GameCube all vying for consumers' control, if you will. And honestly, I think that was probably like one of the greatest moments in gaming because you didn't have to worry about all this patch bullshit. You didn't have to worry about all this online crap, and just seemed like it was a better time, but it was a more simpler time too.
Well, my thing, and I know it's a stupid petty rant, but I'm almost sick of the fact that you have to download a game onto your system to play the game, when in the good old days you could just put a disc in your system and play it 2 seconds later.
You know, one of the funny things that kind of gets to me is some people are like, well, nowadays you can't play a game. It's like, why is it that you're going and buying a physical disc? Why don't you just download it? Because if you go and buy the physical disc, you can't play it anyways unless you get a day one patch. That is false because the fact is not all games require day
There's a
one
gun
patches.
up
I
there,
played
come get
games
it.
before. I played games before where it doesn't require any day one patches and you can play it right out of the box. Yes, the patches they come out with fixes bugs and glitches in it. Yes, that's the case.
here.
And yes, I agree with patches for getting like new free content.
Go
But when
get
they
that.
have like
There you go.
20 gigabyte patches or something to fix problems that should have been fixed beforehand, that's where I call foul. I mean, little things here and there make sense though.
Ooh, hit it.
Yeah. See, I don't mind day one shit. I like physical over digital, I'm sorry. There are some
Yeah,
things I
exactly.
own digitally, but I would rather... Whoa! Get an ass
Whoa.
load of beautiful stuff.
And
I
see,
got a brand-
another thing is when you have the disc, all you have to do is just put it right in the system, and it'll take a little time to install. When you go and download it, it all depends on your internet speed to determine when you're actually going to get it downloaded. It'll take
Go
a hell of
ahead
a
and
lot
grab
longer
that
to download
stuff.
a game than it would to just have it on the disc.
Yeah, I just like it on
depending
the
on the
disc.
size. So
Go ahead and drink
I don't
that
know.
juice stuff.
Oh well.
That gives you
I
a
don't know. I want
barrier.
my physical collection, and I have my few select that I want on non-physical collection games. Like,
the only time I go for
Do you
digital
not
is
want
if
that
it's like a
med
really
kit?
good price or it's games that are
yeah,
digital only. I mean that makes sense, but
Alright, fine.
and limited run games can go eat a bag of dicks. But that's a whole other story altogether.
wow.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
Do you got bandages or anything?
Dave, what is it? Sorry.
Do you have bandages or anything? And somebody's shooting.
No, I don't. Sadly.
We
Where
need to
are they?
get going. Somebody's shooting, but I don't know where they're shooting from.
Want I just hide in the bush?
We could. We're in the middle.
Exactly. We don't have to run right now. I'm saying Deus Ex is
Yeah,
67 in
Deus
the
Ex.
list. Hell yeah. Now,
Deus
I
Ex
haven't
is
played
definitely
it,
good.
but I want to.
Oh
And they
yeah,
have it at
great
Walmart
series.
really cheap. They have it at Walmart at my place for $12, I think.
Faux
Secret
show.
of Mana, hell yeah. We just got
Yeah,
that
that
and
was a
went through
classic
that.
back in the day, and a remaster classic even now.
Don't get me started about the dumb people that think that the remastered is horrible, because you know what? Bag of dicks. Yeah.
Yeah, well, everybody is looking for what they used to play. I'm like, why are you looking at what you used to play? This is something that's supposed to be new. Something that's supposed to be a remake. If you want to play what you used to play, then go play the old cartridge or
Yeah,
play a ROM of it or something. Don't go and try to shit on it for other people who've never played it before. They want to experience it in a new light.
definite honorable mention because it's one of my favorite series of games is Silent Hill and Resident Evil.
Yeah, I can see that. I
Yeah,
honestly can see that.
Resident Evil was one of the first horror series that I owned almost every single thing of because of Ziggy at one point, and then one of my exes took it all. Yeah. Very nice.
We need to
Back
go
when they were
this
still on
direction.
the GameCube, that was awesome. Did something just shoot at me, or did I hallucinate?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything.
I'm
We need to
barreling down
go
a
this
hill.
direction, but I don't want to go. Let's see.
Like, I want to get up high so we can see everything, but we always end up low, and I don't get it. Why do you
Well,
have missing health? Oh, you don't. That's your shield thing. Okay.
yeah.
Heather.
Did you drink your shield?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
Dang, blast it.
And then there's one of the first fighting games I ever played in my life, Mortal Kombat.
Yep, that's definitely a top one for sure.
Hell
I agree with
fucking
that one.
yeah.
I always liked that one over Street Fighter, but I guess it was because of it was just trying to sate my bloodlust in the game with all the
Yes.
different fatalities and the violence and everything. I
How
loved it at that time. Still do. Because it's fantasy. It's make believe. People.
yes.
All you
Now I want
politicians with your heads up your asses.
That's not even a fucking game right there. Although I do have friends that love those games, but the stupid NHL and NFL and sports games.
And, people who like sports are gonna like sports. I mean, that's just all there is to it. It's not my thing. If it's somebody else's thing, then fine. But
We're going
I don't care
outside the
one way or
store.
another.
Anya, look at your map and stop running up that hill.
They moved the circle. Okay.
Yeah, those loser magoos. I'm gonna go find a bush. I'm good at this bush thing.
I'm going
Wait,
to a bush,
never mind.
stick it in the bush.
Metal Gear Solid. We're not even.
Yeah,
Right
yeah, good ones.
yeah,
I
it's
agree
the
with that
good
one.
ones, not the new
You know
ones.
what? Oh, speaking of which, Heather,
What?
back when we were in high school, I forgot who our English teacher was, but you remember where she said that our final paper that we could do for the class was anything
Somebody's
that we wanted to do as
shooting.
long as we had it in order of the way that an essay paper is supposed to be. Remember that? And I did it on video
Yeah.
games, and I started it out with a scene from Metal Gear Solid 2. I remember that.
Somebody just
I
shot me.
remember. think I was lame and did mine on Hamlet or something. I
I
don't know what I did mine on.
thought it was great that she allowed us to do that. That really helped.
Was that Mrs. Jolie? Or
Uh,
was that Mrs. George?
oh, Mrs. George, that's it.
Yeah, she's still around. I'm on her Facebook friends. I don't know if she teaches, though.
I remember when she used to give us those Starburst lollipops. I wish those things were still around.
No, I remember his Bible class and watching Veggie Tales. So.
Veggie Tales, Wedgie Tales,
And then there's
Wedgie
Fallout.
Tales.
Yeah!
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fallout. Yeah! Anyway.
Hell yeah.
Personal favorite of mine, however lame it may be, is The Sims, which ranked 48 in the list of games of all times, which kind of makes me roll my eyes, but whatever.
It's not my thing. I've tried some, but it's not my thing.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be, and I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying, like, some of the games you play are not my thing. Like, I have
Yeah.
tried it and cannot get behind. I can't even remember the name. That's how much I don't like it. The one that's all about Germany and the Nazis and crap.
Oh, Wolfenstein.
Yeah, I cannot get behind Wolfenstein. All these people love it, and I
Oh,
don't.
it's a violent fest to the highest degree. It's just so over the top and insane and nutty and just
Yeah. I may try it again someday, but for now, not to sound bad,
really good stress
I
reliever.
just don't like it. Oh well. Yeah,
Plus, I was
Shadow of the
playing on the music
Colossus.
setting anyways.
And everybody knows
Oh, is
how
that
I
one on
feel
there?
about Shadow, so yeah, it's on here. It made.
Yeah, well, I get it. I understand it for sure.
I don't know what it was. Shadow of the Colossus on the PS4 was one of the toughest frickin' games in existence, and I had actually beat it, I think, at one point or something. And I was so happy with myself. It was like I had won a trophy in real life or something. And then I beat it again on the PS4, and now I'm going back on hard mode to try it. Hard mode, yeah. It's
Go back on horror mode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tanya's dead. Tanya's pissed somebody shot her. Tanya, say something, my love.
What do you want me to say? I'm waiting for you to get out of the bush.
I don't know if I'll ever get out of the bush. I live in this bush. Oh, God. Alright, I got out of the bush.
Yeah, she did. I saw a report that she was sick and she had
No, she
refused
didn't
any
die.
more medical treatment, and she just decided to spend her last hours at home with her children. So yeah, it's pretty sad, but I mean, she's 92 years old. She had a good long life.
She didn't die yet, so it kind of is fun like that.
She probably didn't want to be poked and prodded and all this other stuff in the
Who didn't
hospital
die
and all this
yet?
other medication and
Barbara
crap.
Bush didn't die yet. It was a fake news report.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yeah, but she did get put into what you would consider hospice care, as accepting that she's in the final week or month or whatever that she'll survive, but
Oh, okay.
she didn't die
Okay.
yet.
Well,
Love fake
Son of a bitch. I saw that was from like a credible news source. Well, I really don't see much news as being credible nowadays, to be honest,
I'm
but
about to say,
it seemed like it was from that kind of credible news source, quote unquote credible. And I was like, dang, I was like, holy crap. So, it seemed like it was real to me, but
yeah.
I guess
So
not.
did it to me. I'm not saying all that to make you guys feel dumb, because I thought it was true for
Yeah.
all day pretty much, and I was like, wait. And then I looked it up and saw Barbara Bush is amused by her fake death, and I'm like, oh, well, if she's amused, either her ghost is in contact with somebody or she's not dead. So.
They're clickbait bastards for
Dude, there's
going and doing
22
something like
people
that.
left. The fuck?
Ziggy said it just happened 20 minutes ago.
Oh, did she actually die then?
Well, I guess if it happened 20 minutes ago.
Interesting.
Oh, well, give it a few
Yep,
days.
she
and
just
we'll
died a couple of
find
minutes
out.
ago. That sucks.
Oh, geez. So it did happen then.
So
right,
everything
well,
I said,
earlier-
I still,
Yeah.
am going with.
Well, see, I had seen the report earlier this morning, and then they said, oh, that was fake. I'm like,
Well-
oh, okay, so this is fake.
No,
Yeah.
I saw a report or something like early this morning that she had died.
Yeah.
And so that's what I thought you were talking about.
Bugger. Sucks. I don't know where to go because there's people building up over there and I can see them.
I didn't realize that was a fake report, but
Yeah, the
then
one this morning
Heather
was, but
said it
now it's
was,
real.
and then you said just 20 minutes ago she had. So
Yeah.
either
That
way,
sucks.
she is no longer with us.
And it's sad, but she had a good long life and she was one of the better first ladies. Got a war Barbie, but we're not going to go there
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, Barbara. You were a good person. Oh, I'm being a dumbass and going out to this boat in hopes that
There's
nobody
nothing
will
in
see.
it. Somebody's already raided the chest that's in that boat.
I'm trying to keep an eye on all the little fuckatards over here.
You're like
Wish there
out
was
in
a
the
better.
middle of everything.
Yeah, I know. Just realized it probably shouldn't be because someone's building up on the house way over there.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
stupid. If I get shot, it's my own fault right now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Can see the storm coming.
Oh, you're outside the circle.
Now I am, yeah. Damn, they really fortified that house. I hesitate to build because then they will see my ass, but what are you supposed to do at this point?
Waiting for you to get to the...
Yeah. Being hit by something.
They want you to
That's
go
not
to that
cool.
chest.
That was annoying. They got off of that roof, I think. Let me see what else is on here. You think we should stop for the night now that we've talked about almost everything cool, or?
Well, we've went
That's
through
up to
the
you.
list. That's up to you.
Portal's on here at 30, Bloodborne made 32, and Donkey Kong is 33. One more
Woo.
round and then we quit, I guess. Oh.
That's up to you.
What did you say, Bloodborne?
Yeah, Bloodborne actually made like, what was it? 32.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not my thing. I tried playing it and wanted to throw my head against the wall. So yeah, I love how heavy metal everything looks, and I love the art style and the creatures and the environments and all of that. I love all of that, but man, the difficulty, well, no, man, it's just.
I love all the steampunk heavy metal crap, but that's about it at this point.
Yeah.
I can't play it. I can't get past a stupid werewolf upstairs sometimes just to play it. And
It's funny that you
over
mentioned
here,
that because you played the
holding
Dark Souls
things.
series. It's from the same developer.
Yeah,
I found that kind of odd.
talk about
Bye,
Bloodborne.
Ziggy.
You can beat the whole thing someday.
I'll do Cat Quest at some point this week. Maybe this weekend I'll do some Cat Quest.
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna push ready, and I guess we will do one more round. I pushes. Where we can actually concentrate on it.
Alright.
And I'm gonna get off and do some thingies.
Yeah, we're at an hour on the live stream.
Yeah. See, part of me doesn't want to stop, and the rest of me's like, we just played an hour talking and doing things. So.
Yeah, that's up to y'all.
I still got Terror tomorrow if I can or want to,
And I'll do Far Cry sometime this
Are you
week.
gonna drop that quest and just play around, or what?
I'm thinking about it, or I might try to get through that quest and without doing it on the live stream, because all I'm doing is running back and forth to that town trying to liberate it, and I keep dying because I'm not getting I don't really have enough weapons to really be in that, so I can
Where do you
either
wanna get
abandon
off
the
of?
quest and go and try to collect some more weapons and some more perks and stuff like that, and then go back to it.
Where Or you
Let's
want to
get off
jump
at
off at?
Shifty Shafts.
Where is that? Oh,
We
Shitty
just passed
shafts.
over. Shifty
okay.
Shafts.
Oh,
Shitty
shifty
shit.
shafts. Sounds like a porno.
It does. It really does. I'm sorry. Yeah, see, I got confused when Ziggy said that she died because I just heard a lot of people are landing there. That's my only issue with this.
Well, let's not go there. Let's go somewhere else around it.
Where
Where are you at?
you? You can be where you are. I'm about to land on the top of this hill, sadly. So.
Alright.
Damn.
I'm right above you.
Okay. There's nothing to really get here, though. I don't.
No, there's nothing up here. I just
Except
looked
we're
at
up
it.
here. Damn. I wish we could just stay up here.
People are going
Yeah, see?
crazy. You hear that?
Yeah, for real. People are nuts on this game. Find some things to go looting. I don't go through the whole game without it.
They are shooting like crazy down there.
That's why I'm not going down there.
Hey, little Miss Mercy, how are you?
Hello, Miss Mercy.
Well, Mercy May. No.
Have mercy. It's little Miss
Uncle
Mercy.
Jesse used to say, man.
Exactly.
Full house every time there was a hot girl.
Exactamundo.
The only reason I noticed this is because Hallmark had a 8-episode marathon yesterday. And it
Are you working today? I haven't seen you much in chat.
I think she is.
No. And here beside me, covered up with the pillow.
And I have no idea
Half his
where
body poking out.
my partner is, but I'm over here watching the battle down there at the railroad station.
Right. Do we just hide under this tree and watch them until the circle shrinks?
I'm watching them, but we need to get some weapons.
Yeah, we do. Man, they crazy.
Oh, you just got off. Okay.
Lovely. Man, they just going nuts down there. I kid you not.
So, how was your day at work? Work as hell. Yeah, I know. I didn't go today. I had some outside errands to do, but I'm going back tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's going to be hell because I wasn't there today. Yeah.
Nobody probably did their jobs.
No, they were waiting for me. They're like, oh, well, she'll be back tomorrow. She can do all this.
People today at work were argumentative as hell on my side of things, so whatever. Alright, what should we do? Shit.
Well, they're down there. We don't necessarily have to go that way. We can go the opposite way.
I found a bunch of weapons in this thing if we have some wood to build with, so.
Are you already down there?
I think so.
I just died.
Died?
No, I just damaged myself.
I only got 3, points off of me. I didn't get any wood to build up to there to get whatever's in there, though. Damn. You did. You're awesome.
There's bandages, which I need to use one.
Do it. Yeah, we just hide up in this little thing near Shifty Shafts.
It says my health is fine. Alright.
Huh.
But I thought I just did some damage. It's already, it's at 75%. We need to go and... You got a gun?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You need to find your butt one. I feel like I pissed Siggy off by saying she wasn't dead, but last time I looked it was a hoax, so I'm confused. Or maybe I'm overthinking this like we talked about earlier.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
I'm related to him. If he has a problem, he'll tell me.
Yep.
Yep. Smash TV. Smash! You have nothing good on anyway. watching a random baby video over there? It's huge.
Yeah, we did pretty good so far. I think we came in fourth at one point, and I think the last time we came in at sixth, so.
Oh, it's because I hid and got shot. There was still 22 people when that circle shrank that last time. That was crazy. Usually there's less. Come on, you can go up the hill, person.
There's.
I'm gonna have to see the stupid video she's watching. Just
All
woke
right.
up the cat and scared the hairballs out of her.
I'm not exactly sure. Oh, we need to run the opposite way. I'm running toward the edge of the circle.
Going towards the edge of glory, because that's how you are.
Yeah.
We could go down that river.
Actually,
Or at least across it.
Jesus. Which way?
Jesus. I'm over
I
here.
keep getting turned around. Maybe I might need to, like, chill out, because I'm starting to do things backwards. I do that sometimes. If I do something for too long, I start doing it backwards.
Yeah, that's why I said last round, then we can all go chill and do other things. I might live stream Terra either later or tomorrow or something. God of War is this weekend.
You tell us whenever you get ready to play one night this week, because then we can have.
Me?
No, I'm talking to little Miss Mercy. Like, she can get on with us and we can play again.
I was thinking about it. Even when you guys play Mario Kart or Mario Kart, you know what? Yeah, that is it. Okay, wow, my brain is fried from today. Whenever y'all play something I can't play, I can still be in the chat and just listen. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no harm in that. Sometimes I kind of. It's nobody's fault. I just can't get a Switch right now. But sometimes it's like, let's go play this, and I'm like, damn it, I can't play that.
Yeah, but we still get on PS4 to chat.
Exactly. So no harm done. I feel like Anna from Frozen. Okay, bye. That's my.
Oh.
Okay, guys. Yeah, but they have the game. Dude, this is weird. I've never been in the mines before. Mines of Moria.
The mines of Moria. My cousin Malin, give us a for your welcome.
God.
I wonder if there's anything here. This is where these guys were.
There's guns in here. I got some. This is very cool. Oh yeah, we are down here where they were. Holy crap! Why didn't I realize this? There's one. How did you drop stuff?
Huh?
How did you drop stuff?
You go to your D-pad, and then you go down to equipment, and you select it, and then you push box or square for X or to drop it.
How can I never figure this out like a dumbass? And I found out how to shake my head, but that's... It's like the bottom half of the screen. What the fuck?
You were at Thursday, Friday, Saturday. She's off tomorrow. Well, maybe tomorrow we can all get together and play. Aren't you off on Thursday?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so tomorrow night I can stay up a little. I can totally do that.
Well, I can't stay up. I can't stay up,
No.
but we can get on for a little bit after we get back from the park
You
or
don't
something.
take this really, that's perfect, because I like to spend time with my baby, too.
Yeah. So maybe we can play about this time tomorrow for,
Okay.
you know, an hour or so.
Sounds awesome. Dude, this live stream's almost been an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
That's not cool. I mean, I guess it is, but at the same time, it's like, I wanted this to be different to go.
Well, we can end the live stream now.
I want to go see. Wham.
All right, guys. we're gonna go ahead and end this live stream, but we'll be back sometime this week with some different games. And so,
Well, like I
yeah,
said, I'm probably going to try to do some Terror tomorrow night and see what
yeah.
people think of it now that it's not all glitchy and horrible.
Okay. All right. Well, bye, guys. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Later, taters. Rabbit Inspector on YouTube. G plug.
Bye.
Shameless.